Samson versus the Lich King.
Dumpster Legend, I would guess it's probably most likely to be Blood Death Knight. But I don't know. Could have maybe kept Ulthok against Blood, but probably not.
Can withstand the cold chill of the void.
Happy Fire Festival. Here for the tour?
Definitely not a Finley hand. My hand is quite good. I probably do go Pozic before Void Caller, just make it harder for them to find the mana for the 3/3s. But Void Caller into Enhanced Dreadlord is potentially pretty sick. Very good draw, by the way. Probably my best draw. Just deal with the freaking minion.
The more you struggle, the better.
Pozic also lines up pretty well against this 2/4 compared to the 3/4 Void Caller.
Hey you, install these for me, won't you?
Alright, Abyssal Enforcer is, you know, maybe not the best draw, but it's still potentially a free 6/6. Actually, maybe it is a pretty good draw because I can just go, maybe the first Void Caller hits Dreadlord and then the second Void Caller actually has a target. Mermy.
Too quiet.
Kill the 2/4 instead of the 3/3 so that Mermy doesn't get a clean trade. Alright, Void Caller. I still don't even know what runes my opponent is using.
Who here can spell Zinjari?
I guess the Mermy probably tells me that they're unholy. But I haven't actually seen any runed Death Knight cards, or actually any Death Knight cards from the opponent's deck. Definitely would have preferred to hit the Dreadlord here because it's probably another turn before the 3/4 dies. But whatever. Maybe I can draw a Hellfire or something.
Here for the tour?
I do still have Hellfire mana. Beautiful. It does kill my 6/3, which is kind of a bummer. But I think it's good. I'm assuming it's unholy, so I definitely want to keep their board down for Grave Strength.
You serve well.
I will never.
As soon as I saw the emote, I knew that was coming. Well, Astalor is very good here.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Probably just play the 5/5.
Our gift of frost soothes us.
And then I've got Gigafin for next turn.
Make no mistakes.
Dead to Grave Strength. Oh, that was very cute. They played a card they didn't have to before Grave Strengthing. Very clever of them. Man, I had a really good hand that game. It's just Sylvanas. I mean, she's just an insanely broken card in some positions. And right there she was, what, 6 mana for a 16 mana swing, plus a 5/5. So she was like 12 free mana or something like that. Not much I can do about that.
Thompson versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Clear the stage!
I don't think I can keep Pazic against Shaman. Need to find Defile and Hellfire, I guess. Sure. And a Worgen Roadie, of course. Life tap. Spellstring Harp plus Worgen Roadie is not the best combo in the game, but might be a good card to have at some point. I think I do play the Roadie here.
Let's blow the roof off of this place.
I don't love giving the opponent the 0/3, because they can have like Flame Tongue Totem and Rot Gill and all sorts of stuff like that. But it's not a totem, so it's probably not that scary. Opponent also only has 2 mana here.
There is little time.
Looks like my 3/4 is surviving. Probably pretty happy to just trade it into the 2/3. I don't really care that much about the weapon immediately. Probably go Fellstring Harp tap here. And then clean this up with a Hellfire in the future. Or it's Void Caller. Pretty big 50-50 on the Void Caller here. Not just because Dreadlord is a stronger pull than a 6/6, but the 6/6 is also pretty good to play from hand as an AoE card.
I am the harvester of wrath. Would you like to learn
I think my opponent's broken turn 4 is better than my broken turn 4. Probably why that one's a legendary and mine is a common. I think this is just Fellstring Harp plus Hellfire. If they're going face. Rostmorn. Probably a bit expensive for this matchup. It's pretty good at dealing with Thing from below, though. Just sucks that I got something so expensive. Can steal that and buff all my totems. find Defile here.
Here for the tour?
Okay, that's big.
Gift of the arcane enlightens us.
That is strong. But my guy blocks a lot of damage and heals for 3. And then I do have the Abyssal Enforcer, which is maybe not good enough here. Wow, they attacked right into my Abyssal Enforcer. Oh no, this is a healing totem. I was definitely supposed to tap first. Did not matter though. Huh? I targeted this with Wrath. What? Or with, Prison of Yogg. What? How did this not get Wrath? Is it because it's a choose one card, so it doesn't target until you choose one? That's a fucking scam. I mean, it probably just didn't matter anyway, but that doesn't seem right. Yeah, I mean, Totem Shaman's really fucking hard to beat when they draw a Carving Chisel into Stone Right into Eyesore. Even the most resilient of decks can't quite handle that.
Tamsin versus Anduin.
A just cause is always worth fighting for.
Clear the stage!
3/4, so sick. Could keep the Abyssal Enforcer. It is my worst demon, but it is a demon. I'll keep it, whatever. With a hand this good, I could have maybe even kept the Drain Soul for Shadow Priest. But it's not Shadow Priest.
Here for the tour?
There's my Drain Soul. It's good if they play Mind Eater, I guess. Am I Drain Souling a 1/2? There's just no way, right? Yo, coin Roadie into Roadie?
The time has come to dethrone our former
Nice 3/4 idiot. That doesn't even give you a weapon if you go through a ridiculous series of steps. Maybe I'm going face. Yeah, fuck you, priest.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Maybe I should kill this before they heal it up. But they're just gonna trade it, whatever. E3. I'm an aggro deck. Won the 50-50. The minion probably gets light it burned anyway, but that means that my Abyssal Enforcer can clear out the little weapon cases. Although I might have to Hellfire here. I probably just life tap. I need a turn 6 play. Oh, Glavetar. Well, I guess it's not that good when I can't play Outcast cards, but still, it draws a card. And Yogg-Saron Trident, I do play Finley to dredge the Sunken Trident, so a couple of reasonable cards. We love a Dirge of Despair top deck. Sure. I'm going face. I can't be stopped. That's quite alright with me. That's quite unfortunate. But it did cost the opponent's entire turn. Hey, there's Finley for my weapon. Let's see if we can bust through and punch face with the weapon here. Unfortunate. Oh, we can bust through and go face with the weapon. Okay, that's pretty good. It does pull this out, which misses 3 damage, which could be pretty relevant. Oh, hey, I got another weapon. So many weapons this game. Probably want to get that guy going. So they might know that I'm playing Ulthok. So they might just want to eat the 8 damage here. But like, it's kind of scary to eat the 8. Unless they've got like double fan club and a way to kill this. Which absolutely they could have.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, they just eat the 8. Wait, they didn't eat the 8? Did I eat the 8? Oh, that's a finale. That's not a battle cry. That's awkward. Well, I did learn something. Yeah, who's getting drowned now? Man, imagine my opponent had 8 less health here. Sunken Tridents. The 2 damage only hits enemy minions. So it's not really an improvement over the Great Bow.
There for the door?
How do I know there's a Fellstring Harp on the bottom of my deck? I drowned the Mind Eater. I sunk the Trident. Well, I have faith in my deck tracker. It would not lead me astray. Symphony of Sins. That is pretty likely to deal 6, which puts me 1 damage off lethal here. Could definitely Finley into an Astalor. I think that's it for this turn, actually.
Any younger.
Okay. So the movement of Pride draws Enhanced Dreadlord. If it hit Dark Conjure Theory, that would be really good. Desire just goes face. Gluttony.
Getting any younger.
It's only 50-50 to push 6 damage.
Let's hasten.
I think I really want to push the 6. I don't know. It's not going to be that hard to find that in the future. And sometimes you hit the 50-50, right? I definitely waited too long to do this turn. Because I just missed lethal because I Finleyed into Astalor here. But whatever. So even if they heal out of range of... oh, I did shuffle my deck, so I don't get the Sunken Trident. But even if they heal out of range of the Wild Bow plus the Astalor, I can also play Ulthok, and if they're super low, they just won't be able to play cards. Alright. So we beat the crap out of the opponent. We did it with Worgen Rhodey, and we learned that Elite Tauren Champion's effect is a finale and not a battle cry. So a very productive game, I would say. And I played the Prison of Yogg. I don't remember what it did, but I think it was good. It drowned a 3-2, so that was nice.
Thompson versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury. Clear the stage.
We do love turn 1 tour guide. Renathal Rogue.
There for the door?
Alright, tour guide. Find me a demon. Thank you. Good job, tour guide.
Let's dance.
Do I play Astalor or do I life tap? Probably life tap. I would like to find another demon in case the first Void Caller doesn't hit the second one. Defile is a very fine card to have. Definitely a world where I play it here. I think I'm supposed to just play a minion into that. This is a swashbuckler secret, so it's not objection, right? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Give me the other void collar. Beautiful.
Were you followed?
Now that one is probably objection. Is it counterspell? Well, let's see what Defile does. It does get counterspelled.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
If there was no secret, I probably would have symphonied there. But in the event of a counterspell, this was quite good. And then turn 6 we have the Dirge, turn 7 we have some options, but it'll probably be Dark Hondrathier. Wow. That's scary. But the Dirge is very likely to hit a taunt here. Mal'Ganis works too. Mal'Ganis is kind of a taunt. Okay. They just also have Eviscerate? What the fuck was this? Okay, I mean... Why are you playing Renathal in that deck? Renathal Eviscerate Harmonic Hip Hop? I mean, I guess it's great if you just draw all the damage cards anyway, and keep the bad 10 cards on the bottom of your deck. That was just an insane game. I mean, I could have, like, Drain Souled the freaking 1/1 or whatever, instead of Dirging it. But Dirge was for sure the play.
Tamsin versus Tyrande.
You give me strength. Clear the stage!
Insane hand. Somewhat tempted to keep the Dirge, but I need to draw an actual demon for Void Caller.
I see you've brought guests.
There's my actual demon.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
2-drop on 2. The curve might just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then turn 6 can be Symphony and then dig for stuff. Oh, Cosmic Keyboard with Symphony. Okay, so turn 6 instead of Finley is probably Keyboard, Coin, Symphony. Kind of a big minion. So I just send everything into it.
Arcane bolt.
By going face, I let them hero power the school teacher, but they kind of just want to play the other school teacher, don't they? Kind of a bummer if the noggling is what heals it, but whatever. Should be fine. I have a hell of a hand to Identity Theft. But maybe they hit, like, Fellstring Harp, Finley, Coin here. Even Mal'Ganis is not that good for them.
Pick me! Pick me!
They are thefting. Mal'Ganis.
Our gift of frost shields us. Arcane bolt.
Alright, pretty nice board for me. Hate to see that. They could have maybe bumped the Noggling and then tried to hit 6 AoE. But I guess Noggling in play was better if they hit the buff. Well, that didn't seem like the right order. See if I can hit the buff. I don't actually know if it would be that good here. I did hit the buff. So I punch into the 6/6, but then it makes a 6/1 that trades really well. Who got the buff in my hand? Oh wow, the Finley got it. I really don't love the look of Finley with this hand, especially Astrolord, but the other 8s are pretty good as well. Alright, sure.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
If they want to spend turn 8 playing 2 3-mana 3/3s into my Gigafin, I'm pretty happy with that. I would expect the Gigafin to probably die when I play it, but they have played Light It Burns, so maybe it's not that easy to use single target removal on. And wow, they're not playing both 3/3s it looks like. Interesting. I'm okay with that.
Pick me! Pick me!
This is definitely a Gigafin push 11 kind of turn. And then if something tragic happens, we'll deal with it. Defile plus Dirge probably does a lot of work. That's very YOLO, but probably pretty likely to kill the Finn. But they kind of can't really afford to take the other damage. So it needs to do better than just killing Gigafin. Okay, fair. That 6 lifesteal helps them a lot. Alright, well, Gigafin did its job. We are quite happy with that. And now I've got 11 in play. I don't think I want to play Ulthok here. It's like kind of reasonable. Maybe like Hellfire to go along with it. So I'd push 14, they'd be at 10. I have Astalor in hand. But it lets them play like a... I don't know, maybe Ulthok is good.
I'm not getting any younger.
Let's just make them spend mana to kill my stuff. It's a lot of stuff they need to deal with. The Pozic does still have its full death rattle, and they're dead to Astalor if they end with an empty board. So if they have, like... What even would they have? Like, double clean the scene or something could have been a thing. Silence clean the scene.
Pick me! Pick me!
That's powerful. But my board is still scary.
It is finished. You win.
Alright, cool. Apparently this deck just beats Priest. 2-game sample size. I am 3-4 with this deck, so, you know, not too bad.
Tamsin versus Deathwing.
Warrior is very scary.
Sound and fury.
Clear the stage!
Hellfire's okay, but I don't think it's really going to be a keep. Defile is definitely a hit or miss card against Warrior. They have Anima Extractor, it's a miss. Murmy should mean that it's Menagerie, right? Which I think is a way, way better matchup for me. Defile does clear here, but I probably don't really need to play it. Save this for Defile, maybe Defile number 2. Defile does not clear the 3/5. We can leave the 1 health minion in play for Defile number 2. We should not have left the 1 health minion in play. I did just totally forget that was a card.
Nice to meet you.
Even the 6 AoE is not super good here. Wow. Really, really bad selection. I really wish this drew Gigafin or Dreadlord instead of Mal'Ganis. It's really hard to see a world where I can win this game.
The Queen's trove is forbidden! Here for the tour?
Does this keep me alive? Maybe, if they somehow have no damage in hand. And if this can buy me a turn, then I can play Prison of Yogg and just totally scam them. That's 1 damage. Yeah. I don't really know if killing the 3-1 would have mattered. It would have... Killing the 3-1 basically would have just killed the Glacial Shard. Because they could have just transformed that into a backstage bouncer. I think it's pretty fucking hard to beat party animal, bouncer. And I also just didn't hit, like, Void Caller. Or Pozic.
Tamsin versus Illidan.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
Clear the stage.
Yucky opener.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I don't really know what Astalor means. Does that just mean that it is, Relic DH, probably.
Arcane energy amplified.
I'll just play the roadie. It doesn't do very well into the Enchanter's effect. But still a nice little minion. Finleying away your Astalor. Well, that's good for me to know.
Hey you, install these.
Really hard to pass up Pozic on turn 4. It is maybe like at its worst against Enchanter. Could have taken the turn to Drain Soul the Enchanter. But I think Pozic is still pretty good here. They eat 4. That's okay with me. Could be a Hellfire turn. Is Hellfire a good card in the matchup? Probably not. Gain armor. Well, maybe Prison of Yogg-Saron can gain armor.
Here for the tour.
Void Caller with no demon. I think next turn might just be Symphony and then Finley. Symphony of Fins. ETC Ulthok. Kind of makes me not want to play Fenley here. Draw a cheap Mal'Ganis. Milling a Relic Demon Hunter for 6 is actually like pretty relevant.
What is taking so long?
See if we can mill some relics. 1 relic and a fizzle. And another relic. And another relic? Oh man, that was an insane mill 6.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody? We hunger for vengeance.
Pick me! Pick me!
Draw 6 is probably not a good one. I guess I'm gonna play ETC here.
My hand is full.
Get overdrawn, idiot.
The more you struggle, the better. You stink!
Wow. What a tough crowd.
Time grows short.
Arcane energy. Amplify.
Defile is somewhat reasonable here. So it's gonna be 12 damage on my opponent's next turn. What if I just play Ulthok? They're guaranteed to take 12. So they only have 9 mana they can spend on cards. Kind of a lot though, and I don't really have any follow-up damage in hand. Although I do have Finley to dig for it. But maybe I can just wait a turn and make them take 16 instead of 12.
So long.
2 guide is just extremely mediocre. Three face.
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
They will never catch me.
I'm 7 moves ahead of
That card is a bit annoying.
The more
I need a 2 and I guess a 5 for Defile, so Defile's not super good here. There's my 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Tour Guide.
Here for the tour?
It does not get countered, which means Defile is getting countered, which means I have to play the movement, which means it's really, really hard to not take 14 damage here. What if I'm not playing Defile? I mean, this could just be an Ulthok turn.
What is taking so long? I must hasten.
See the world as I do.
Fuck it. This probably works. Oh, I forgot that that did 1 damage by default. Alright, well they're showing 12. It's actually not that easy for that deck to have damage, I don't think. They kind of kill you with, like, Relic of Phantasms. I have seen an Unleash Fel already. It's a lot of healing. But they need to heal for more, otherwise they're dead to Astalor. That does heal for more.
Short.
16. Wait, is that not affected by spell damage? It probably should be, shouldn't it? I guess it's not, though. Alright, well... if I want to Astalor a minion and Defile... I would shoot this one, it'd be 1, 2, 3, they'd have this, I can play Armor Guy.
I'm not getting any younger.
If I just Finley for lethal, I can hit Dark Ondrathier
I must hasten.
and maybe a movement.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us.
I don't know why I just buried Astalor, that was dumb. Well, at the moment, it seems like Finley would not have found lethal. Although I could have gotten another card off of it.
Anybody?
Oh wait, this is the deal 6. That's lethal. Not sure which movement I thought that was at first. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We landed our big 16 damage combo. That was a scary game.
Thompson versus Valera.
Watch your
The last rogue I played against was Renathal, and they drew the most aggressive opener I've ever seen. And I died on like turn 6 or something. So let's hope this isn't another super aggro Renathal rogue.
You here for the tour?
Very good opener if I can find the demon for Void Caller. I think I'd rather tap than play this because I just really need the card. Maybe it's Rhodey on 3, Fellstring Harp, tap on 4, and then Void Caller Finley on 5. Try to dig for the demon.
Let's start a loop up in his place.
Strong Ransack. Oh, random mage secret, you're so fun to play against every time I encounter you.
Your tour ends here.
Counterspell. Could have played Void Caller, but obviously it could have been Objection.
Hey, you. Install these
Just a
for
big
me.
ol' 50-50.
Take 2 and call me in the morning.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
That future side is very annoying.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Not my favorite play I've ever made.
Here for the tour?
But I'm still at a reasonable health total. And I do have a nice Dirge of Despair for next turn, potentially. How? How do you have that many cards in hand and none of them do anything? Definitely hit the low roll here, but still well, I guess it was basically a Fire Elemental. Fire Elemental's an okay card, though. And that was a pretty bad answer to my Fire Elemental. I just don't understand how their hand is this bad. Well, the Void Caller does at least pull a different Void Caller. And what are the odds they actually kill both of them? Probably pretty low. Potential for a good Defile setup here, if not I have Prison. So on board there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need a 1. I mean, I can make a 1, but then I don't have a 4 anymore. Well, I guess my Void Caller comes out of hand and is a 4. So Defile does just clear here.
What is taking so long?
I should not have tapped here. If I had hit a different demon, that could have really screwed things up. Nice 9 mana card, idiot.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Please Shadow Step that. Oh, but don't breakdance it though, because then you kill my minion. Do I want to Astalor my opponent's face? It's pretty tempting. Maybe I just play this 6/6 instead. If I Astalor them for 14, they go down to 14. Kind of takes a while to pump out 14 damage. Big 50-50. And they missed. What an idiot.
Gift of frost shields us.
I might be down to prison here. Are you bouncing that again? So greedy. ETC. I'd have to go like Symphony ETC maybe, which is quite reasonable. Oh, they have 10 cards in hand, so ETC is probably not very good.
I'm not getting any younger.
I actually do play 3 1-drops, so whiffing on whatever I just whiffed on, the Boogie Down, is actually kind of unlikely. This needs me to cast spells.
Too full.
That was a pretty bad Prison of Yogg, I will say. What did it do? It gave me a Perjury and dealt 2 damage to the opponent. Actually, it saved me 3 health from transforming that zombie, whatever it is. Seems like I'm not in a great spot here, though. Cheat death for my Astalor is kind of sick. But I don't know if I can play Astalor here. It's not likely, it's not super likely to kill their Astalor. But these others don't really do shit, so cheat death it is. Drain Soul for sure helps. It'd be pretty unlucky to not deal 5 to it here. Oh, we're off to a great start, though. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the math on that is, but on average, my minion should be dealing 7 to this minion, so to deal less than 5 is pretty bad. I think both of the games against Rogue have been pretty unlucky.
Thompson versus the Lich King.
Give me a nice Blood Death Knight. That seems like it would be a fun matchup.
Clear the stage.
Not with this hand, though. Nothing would be a fun matchup with that hand. Well, Defile's a good card, at least.
And close enough. Understand the code.
Alright, got ourselves a Frost. Probably a bad matchup for me, but I'm not certain.
Reach for the skies. Understand the code.
Easiest Hellfire of my life.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Whoops, no coin. Kind of an ugly kill on a school teacher, but should be fine. And then next turn I can coin Dirge of Despair, which is a good result 80% of the time. I'm gonna need a better target though. Okay, that's a better target. Unless they just don't pop the egg, which I guess is a valid way to end the turn. I don't think the Worgen Roadie is going to help me too much in this matchup, so let's just do one of these. Do I Finley here? The only relevant card I'm getting rid of is Dirge, right? But what am I hoping to draw into? Isn't Dirge kind of sick?
What is taking so long?
I think Dirge is kind of sick, and then maybe coin Gigafen after.
The more you struggle, the better.
They are really hard playing around Dirge of Despair, huh? And the Dirge just gets worse every time I tap. Still have 2 Void Callers in deck, though, which can pull the Enhanced Dreadlords.
Pick me! Pick me!
Well, there's the Dirge target, but probably playing Gigafen this turn.
Little time.
Prison of Yogg-Saron is probably pretty good here, actually, but it's just an insane Gigafen. Oh, I got brawled by the aggro Death Knight. And they got the good result. How fun. I do love that. Is everyone else having as much fun as I am? Well, let's have some fun. Off to a bad start.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Alright, cool. Just, you know, lost a 1-3 to lose the game, and then the Prison of Yogg-Saron is terrible.
Tamsin versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
Clear the stage!
I do love a Void Caller, but I absolutely hate the Shaman matchup.
You here for the tour?
Well, I do have demons for Void Caller. Arguably, I have too many demons. I love snowball cards that win the game if they survive for a turn. They're so fun. Do I just have to Finley for Defile here? My 4-drops are just too fucking slow against Shaman. Cannot believe they put this card in the core set. Well, I got my Defile. Looks like there's no 2 health minion for Defile, so I might have to double Defile. If I go here, it makes it 3 and a 1. Pretty fucking terrible. I don't really want to take 2 damage here. So they can just kill Void Caller and Mal'Ganis here, but... Okay, they do just go for it. This play was kind of bad against Enhanced Dreadlord. But against Mal'Ganis it was fine. I was only 40% to hit a Dreadlord here, so can't complain too much, I guess.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Thompson versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Clear the stage!
Alright, give me some of my power 4s. Got my freaking combo.
I see you've brought guests.
You here for the tour?
What if it's just ETC on 5, Ulthok on 6, and Dark Conjure on 7? It's a lot of damage. And Worgen Rhodey on 3, of course. Can't forget that.
Let's blow the roof over this place.
Audio Amplifier Renathal definitely suggests the opponent's playing some whack shit. But who am I to judge? Maybe the opponent just tanks 8 here, but that's fine.
My hand is full.
So if I don't want to play Ulthok, it's Hellfire Drain Soul, which is really, really terrible.
Amp it up.
These go face. That's 8. This pushes another guaranteed 12. Plus whatever they spend mana on. I think I'm just Ulthoking. This could be a disaster. That's definitely possible.
Our tunnels run
That's the strongest card they could have had against Ulthok. Hedge Maze is pretty good as well.
Time waits for no one.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
They're still gaining another 6 armor when they trade in their Underking here.
Mistake. Mistake.
Well, they did die. I had another Hellfire, so... yeah, they were in trouble there. Alright, apparently this deck can lethal on turn 6. Let's do that a few more times in a row so we can get back to a 50% win rate, because being 5 and 8 is pretty sad.
Tamsin versus Urel.
The light heals all wounds. Clear the stage!
Show me Defile. Well, we like Tour Guide.
You here for the tour? Need a bit more spice over here. Your tour ends here.
Alright, we're starting to pick up some good cards with Defile and Drain Soul. And Symphony of Sins is probably good, right?
Little time.
Wow, they hit me in the face. If only I had my Worgen Roadie for this turn.
The light dims, but we fight.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Alright, bit of a 50-50 on demons here. Oh, just a Hand of it all? I thought it was going to be a Seal of Blood.
My client has the heart of a Kyrian.
What? You shrunk the 3/4 and not the thing that came out of the 3/4?
Wrong note.
What a play from the opponent. Paladin with the wrong draw can actually just run out of mana. So I may not even have to do anything fancy to kill them with ETC. Of course, they can also draw Purator and then have
My
a
client
million
has the
mana in
heart
their
of a
hand.
Kyrian.
Have to imagine the Defile will be good here. So if I'm playing Defile, I need to spend 4 mana, which is pretty easy with Tap and Drain Soul. So let's say I do this, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess it's just Defile, Drain Soul, Tap. It just really sucks that I can't lifesteal with this.
What is taking so long?
Astalor.
I must hasten.
Oh wait, I'm just supposed to do this. Yeah. This is 2 healing better than targeting that thing with Drain Soul. Actually, I probably... should I have Astalord that instead of Drain Souling it? Save the Drain Soul for some more healing. I do have Dark Underthere, but now this kind of hurts. I think I am just playing Dark Underthere here. That is a bummer of a card. Alright, clear their board, push 6, and heal 4. And this thing is probably, it's up to 20 damage, so yeah, they have to spend 8 mana here. So no Countess. They could play Lifesteal, I guess, and get away with not sending the
Nice over here.
molten pick of rock back at me. That thing's going a little crazy. Ouch. Uh-oh. This is kind of scary.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Draw my highest cost thing would not be playable here. I guess it's the lifesteal. I'm at 17 to my opponent's 7. That's probably pretty safe.
Remember this day, for you are graced with my presence.
At the moment, it's not possible for me to spend all my mana this turn. That's an insane card. So this draws Mal'Ganis. It costs 3. So this is 6 mana total.
What is taking so long?
If I Defile, the opponent has 16 in play. Play Astalor.
I'm not getting
I think I just have to tap here.
I must hasten.
Arcane bolt.
Well, Mal'Ganis does keep me alive on board at least, but it's pretty bad. I'm certainly unfavored here. Probably happy to see that attack, but they only need 3 damage.
You're in the right place to melt your face.
Oh, pure paladin.
A red sun rises.
Yep, you have lethal, I understand.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Very sad.
Tamsin versus
Yes, another pure paladin.
Your judgment begins.
Clear the stage.
Maybe kind of sketchy to throw away a demon when I have Void Caller, but it was definitely my worst demon.
A red sun rises.
Turn 2, Order in the Court. Well, the curve can be Posic on 4, Coin Dirge, Dirge, Prison. That's all pretty strong. Maybe Defile here. Although I guess there's no 1 to start. Oh, there is a 1 to start. I always think Boogie Down gives Divine Shield, but it does not. Not the greatest Defile in the world, but those minions are pretty scary.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Pretty bad turn from the opponent,
Hey, you. Install these for me.
which makes me very happy. I mean, I guess that's the kind of play you make when you play Order in the Court on turn 2. It does mean that they're very likely to have Anachronos next turn. But I think my hand actually deals with Anachronos pretty well. Horn of the Windlord being broken as usual.
I am only more deadly.
Are they going to trade into a bot here? If they had, they could have denied Dirge number 2. I am kind of a beatdown deck. So I take 2 to push 6, basically.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Question is, do I play Dark Underthier or Prison of Yogg here? I think Dark Underthier is pretty safe and reliable. No reason to take the risk on Prison. Probably Countess, yep.
For you are graced with my presence.
My Gigafin here, and then the opponent, you know, probably wrecks me with, just kidding, I'm gonna kill them instead. Get beat down, pure paladin. Pure paladin scum. That was definitely a game. I'll definitely take it over the previous pure paladin game, though.
Thompson versus Magni.
I won't be left behind.
Clear the stage!
Do I keep Fellstring Harp? Probably not. Do I keep ETC? ETC definitely makes the game more interesting. Sure. I think Warrior's pretty scary, and ETC can just scam wins. Scamming wins is pretty good. I feel like Enrage Warrior is also a deck that doesn't necessarily love to play on curve, because if they have like Anima Extractor, then they buff things, and you know, sometimes it's better to play like a 4 mana 30/30 than, you know, like a 5 mana 6/6 or something. Need to tap for a demon, and there's the demon. So we have 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Well, this might not be Enrage Warrior, but I don't think that has much effect on what I'm doing. Pozic. Is Pozic better than Voidcaller? Probably.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Pozic is just like... Voidcaller is kind of the same throughout the entire game, but Pozic is just so much better when they don't have mana to immediately play both audio bots. Let's rock. So if for whatever reason I get to a point where I can't spend all my mana, I believe Fellstring Harp does just like block the damage and heal for 2. And I can also Finley it away, but I think Fellstring Harp gets the job done. But this turn is a Dirge of Despair for sure. I don't think Warrior is super good at dealing with Mal'Ganis here. They have like Shield Slam, but they need to find some armor. Bridge Rift. Oh, they need 1 more mana to spend though. Sure. It's already kind of hard for me to spend my mana, but Life Tap can help. Oh no, I can actually just play double Astalor. That's probably the play.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us.
And then obviously if I just want to play Enhanced Dreadlord, that makes it pretty easy. But maybe it's like tap Drain Soul, Void Caller. That's a scary card. Symphony, but it's pretty hard to spend 3 mana. Tour Guide Defile? Kills my Astalor though, so it's kind of ugly. Not finale'd. Another Versariff, maybe? Field Slam, sure. That 9/13 minion is a bit of an issue, I will say. I'm not afraid to admit that that's a bit of an issue. I think I'm pretty much always Fellstring harping here, so we'll start with it. Mill 6, summon a Taunt, draw a Gigafin, or a Dreadlord. Man, drawing an 8 is really, really, really good here. It was not the best 8, but still a good 8. I think I should probably do this, actually. Very happy to see that go into a minion, because if both of my opponent's minions went face, that was enough to kill me. Okay. That is not enough to kill me. They eat the damage. Oh, my friend. You're probably dead to Astalor, right? 10, 13. They're not guaranteed dead to Astalor.
I'm not getting any younger.
I defile. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. First defile does 4. I can bump in here. Play another defile. And then maybe equip the weapon. I think I'm supposed to just play Astalor. Wait, am I dumb? Maybe I was supposed to play Defile instead of tapping here. Would that have been guaranteed lethal? It wouldn't have, but it would have helped a lot. Either way, we got there. Nice. I do love the 5-mana 5/5 that deals 24 damage to the opponent. What's the win rate looking like? Oh, we're 7-9. That's not too bad. Let's just win 2 in a row. just 2 W's in a row. And then I can say, what would I say? ETC Ulthok Warlock is competitive? And we would caps lock.
Thompson versus
I believe I am a 1-0 in this matchup. So that's cool, I guess. Could keep Defile for the smaller Demon Hunters, but they're almost always Relic.
Here for the tour?
Hand is not looking so hot at the moment. There we go. Now this hand is looking hot. I guess I'm coining this, because playing Hellfire seems really terrible.
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
I see.
I guess I'd rather tap than Hellfire here, probably. Would I, though?
I'm not getting
I'm an aggro deck. Oh, it's big Demon Hunter. I don't love that. I don't believe Fellscale Evoker is active here. Six to all, draw 6. I guess we're just going face. Not sure how likely Dirge is to hit in this matchup. They are definitely going to take damage from whatever Void Caller pulls here. Unless they're not killing Void Caller, which I guess is pretty reasonable. Huh. I'm very likely to be dead here. Maybe I should Finley for a movement. It's probably just Dirge, though. That was the best outcome for sure. Mal'Ganis to buff this out of range of just getting smacked. It's definitely possible for me to die here. But Mal'Ganis made it way, way more difficult.
You stink!
That's a hell of a card. Hopefully they don't have another one of those. Although even with another one, I guess the other one actually doesn't do anything as far as killing me this turn.
I am only more deadly.
Time grows short.
Okay. Okay. I am at 2. This draw is either Dark Thir or Abyssal Enforcer. Hell of a 50-50. I don't think Abyssal Enforcer is that bad, though. It's not that good, but I don't think it's that bad.
For blood.
Let's start a roof over this place.
Carving Chisel's probably not really what I was looking for. Well, I do have Gigafin for this turn, but pretty much any big demon they play is just going to kill me. I think to use that Evoker they drew, they would need to play 3 spells this turn, which should be pretty tough.
You will be my first.
Oh, but they already had one. And I'm dead. Nice. No, my win rate is slipping. 7 and 10.
Tamsin versus
Absolutely
Warlock.
detest playing against Shaman.
Doomhammer.
Clear the stage!
We'll keep Worgen Roadie, why not?
You here for the tour?
They didn't hero power, so probably an anchored totem, I guess. Kha'Zix is good. Oh, I just wanted to guarantee that. Definitely not as scary as it could have been. Looking like a 3, 4, 5 kind of curve. Unless I need to sneak a Defile in there somewhere. What a bad turn from the opponent. I really don't want to give them a freaking thing for Flame Tongue Totem, though.
Hey, you! Install me
I guess it's
for me.
Kha'Zix time. If only this was a simple spider tank.
little time.
Surely you could have spent one more mana this turn. Right? Alright, I'm going face. I'm down for it. And I guess I'm playing ETC next turn. I'm down for that. Totem Shaman can definitely just run out of mana to spend on the Molten Pick of Rock. That card costs a lot of mana and is extremely strong here. But they did leave me a target for Dirge. My worst target, but that's fine. Mal'Ganis probably wasn't really much better. I guess Mal'Ganis was actually identical here. Void Caller is better for sure, though. Oh, it's my favorite card. The one that instantly wins the game if it survives a turn. So Defile needs a 2, which is pretty hard to find, but Hellfire is good. The next turn, it's obviously pretty easy for me to spend all of my mana, but the turn after that might be hard. Well, I can go Enhanced Dreadlord Finley to spend all my mana, but that gets rid of the pick, so it kind of isn't super good. But it does mean I can get rid of the pick if it would otherwise kill me. Amalgam is a pretty good way to make sure you can spend all your mana. Wow. What a bloodlust.
There is little time.
I am only more deadly.
Ulthok. If I could actually spend all my mana, this would be lethal.
That's incredible.
I'm not getting any younger. I'm not getting any younger.
I can just let this blow up and take or heal too. Maybe I go like tap Ulthok or tap intending to Ulthok, and if I don't hit a 2, then I just let this blow up. I don't know, I think just playing this is kind of good. Oh, if I end on Finley, they still get it. Wow, really? Not what I was expecting. Rotgill is a nasty card. Don't think I'm ever dead to this.
I am only more deadly.
They have to kill a minion here. I'm showing 11, they're at 11. One of the reasons playing Finley was so good here. They're also down both Bloodlusts now, so I don't have to be nearly as worried about dying. I'm almost back at 30. Good old Void Caller. I think Molten Pick of Rock probably does kill my opponent here if I can hand it back to them, so I really want to tap, I think. Looking to tap into like a 2 or a 4. Or an 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Any of those. Which is most of my deck. 6 works. I should have value traded with this first, but whatever. Alright, can you spend 10 mana here? I think it's pretty tough. But they can have like Horn of the Windlord. I think they only played one of those. And then just like Hero Power plus 2 drop. That's like a reasonable way to do it. Three, 3, 2, 2.
You here for the tour?
Oh. Nice. I'll hit him with the well played since they actually let it blow them up. Eight and 10. 2 more games. We win them both. It's so easy. If we can beat Totem Shaman, we can beat anything. Except a Totem Shaman that draws Stone Right. Warrior is very scary.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Clear the stage!
Oh, yucky. Defile is maybe good against Aggro Warrior, but even then it's like not good against Anima Extractor. But they don't always have Anima Extractor. And they're not always in Rage Warrior. Alright, so last time I played this matchup, I got wrecked by a 6-7 backstage bouncer. So I need to play around that card to the extent that it's possible to play around it. Which is hard.
Here for the tour?
Kinda hate playing my tour guide when I have Defile in hand.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
I have Drain Soul Defile, but there's no... it's not good. I guess we just Drain Soul you.
A deity
All these giant minions sure are annoying.
from the void I come.
Pretty sure Void Caller is better than ETC here. Mal'Ganis is not the best target, but it is something they have to deal with. I think they targeted the pirate. Okay, can I set up a Defile here? I do have 2 Defiles. Can run Void Caller into the Treasure Guard, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't quite clear. Can play Double Defile. Or I can play Symphony. Hitting the 6 AoE is extremely good. Pretty much just the 6 AoE. But I think I might be in a bad enough spot that I have to go for it. Did not hit it. If I buff one of my minions, I can kill a 3/6. The opponent is showing 8 to my 9. I just don't really think that's acceptable. I don't know, maybe I should have tapped Double Defiled. But I don't think I'm gonna die here, am I? My highest cost is Enhanced Dreadlord or Gigafin. Those are some pretty nutty minions. Is Defile better this turn? 1 bump, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just Defile plus Dreadlord. Unless I hit Gigafin, then it's just Gigafin. Maybe this was kind of bad because Void Caller can hit Dreadlord now. So I should have, but I kind of had to do this first to hit Gigafen. Alright, well, sometimes we just hit the 50-50. Mal'Ganis got a little more fucked up than I thought it was going to, but that's fine. It's pretty hard for them to deal with, I think. Maybe like an Astalor could snipe it. But I wouldn't expect that deck to be playing like Sanguine Depths or Sun Fury Champion or something like that. Okay, 6 keywords. Not sure if they got Rush, but they did not get Poisonous, which is great for me. If I tap with Mal'Ganis in play, do I get 2 health? I don't know. Probably want to tap anyway, though. I do not get 2 health. Well, the one Amalgam Band definitely could kill me. I don't really know how, but they just have to get my taunt out of the way. Well, they have to get my taunt and my Mal'Ganis out of the way. That could do it if it gets poisonous. Yeah, I actually just died to that. Damn, that's crazy. Ah, man. I think the one amalgam, or the Amalgams of the Deep targeted a beast and a pirate. So hitting a one amalgam band was not very likely. And they actually hit 2 one amalgam bands. That was, yeah. I don't think I could have really done anything about that. I could have played like Prison of Yogg and tried to kill it, but that was not likely at all.
Thompson versus Gul'dan.
Warlock.
Your soul shall be mine.
Clear the stage!
4/5. I don't think Symphony is that good. Is Symphony a mulligan keep card? More of a mulligan keep card than either of these. Oh, it is definitely not a mulligan keep. Good, I am very smart. But this also says Mal'Ganis is a mulligan keep, so what do I know? I guess people only keep it when they have Void Caller. Hey, it's the good card.
You here for the tour?
I kept Pozic off the mulligan, didn't I? Maybe it's not that good of a card against Warlock, because they have a full hand. Still kind of a 4-mana 7/7 though, that makes them overdraw if they have 9.
Let's blow the roof off of this place.
Let's go Worgen Roadie. They do have 9 cards in hand,
Hey, you! Install these
but it makes them overdraw. Maybe they overdraw a slime or an undead to go with it. There's the undead to go with it. Good job, Pozic.
From the void I come.
I believe I do still get the audio bot. When Pazik dies, of course. Pretty crappy hand here. Or pretty crappy turn. I guess the hand overall isn't that bad.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I'm the aggro deck. I do have Dirge of Despair next turn, which is quite good. If there's no Dirge target, things look kind of ugly, but that's what the instrument case is for, right?
Almost out of time.
Alright, I get a 3-3, they get a 3-4. Magnifying Glaive, unfortunately, is probably not going to be drawing cards in this deck. I do think this is worth dirging. I mean, long term, my reward might have been better here. I can't really kill Mal'Ganis, though, is kind of the problem. Okay, that card helps me kill Mal'Ganis. And there's my Mal'Ganis. Guess I'm tapping while it's free. Maybe I should have tapped while it healed for 2, but shouldn't be too hard to get that healing at some point. Oh boy, I'm getting Thaddeus. I don't really have a way of dealing with those. Can dirge one of them, I guess. What could I even draw into? Prison of Yogg?
I'm not getting any younger.
Alright, let's look for Prison of Yogg. So I can defile for 2, which lets Mal'Ganis trade. They have an 11-9. And I guess I would be playing Astalor.
I'm not getting any younger.
I think just playing Dirge is better. Two-thirds of the time I got an Enhanced Dreadlord. Getting the 6/6 is obviously way worse. Dead to a couple symphonies here. Dead to 3 of the symphonies, actually. Still dead to 2 of them.
We're not done with you yet.
I may have actually lost the game because of my Pazik here. Because it milled a Flesh Behemoth, which was way weaker than Thaddeus. But, let's see. I can defile. I have a 1. I have a 1. Symphony is just never good enough, right? It just has to be tap into prison. Wait. Had to be Gigafin.
I must hasten. You haven't heard the last of me.
Yeah, I mean, that slime card is pretty good.
Tamsin versus the Lich King.
Will serve.
Give me a nice blood DK to bully.
Clear the stage!
I don't think I'm keeping 3/4s against what is more likely to be aggro, though. Good hand. Good hand.
I see you've brought guests.
Okay, we got our blood.
Here for the tour?
Nice. Tapped into a worse Void Caller target.
The more you struggle, the better.
Are we coining Void Caller? I don't think I am. Coin is just simply too valuable.
Thousand Needles, are you ready to rock? From the void I come.
Your tour ends here.
Let's go ahead and preemptively hit here, so it either dies when it trades into Void Caller, or I can coin the Dirge on it. Beautiful.
My blood for the Lich King!
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
So I can still coin the Dirge here. That does appear to be the play, but maybe we can tap into something that holds the coin. Worgen Roadie is decent. It's probably still just coin Dirge, though. And we always push 7. I think I would have pushed 5, but always push 7. Oh, we got ourselves the ETC Ulthok, but I can't finale ETC this turn. So probably tapping plus Worgen here. If they bust the instrument case, they can make me overdraw, but it's like kind of hard for them to do that, and also I don't care, so whatever. I will say the ETC Ulthok combo is pretty unreliable because they can patchwork. And there goes Ulthok. I actually don't even know if ETC is good to play in this matchup. Well, let's push 8. Carving Chisel, kind of gross. Definitely wanted the weapon that did more than 3 damage.
I am only more deadly.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Alright, a little bit of armor. What if I play another Abyssal Enforcer and push 8? Probably better off dirging a 2-1. Oh, I can dirge the 2-1 and then check this out. It's carving chisel time, baby. Is carving chisel just actively bad? Because I hit for 3 and then they blood boil and heal for 6. They do have to actually have blood boil for that to be good though. And sometimes the board dies to Soul Stealer or oh, that's fucking annoying. Soul Stealer or Corpse Explosion. So I can kill that with Abyssal Enforcer plus Drain Soul, but then they get the lifesteal, which I don't really want. I think this is a Prison of Yogg turn. Maybe I can mind control it back. Solar Flip. Oh, Drown. Let's go. Drown is insane. Okay, I'll eat 4, that's fine. Good job, Prison of Yogg. Hate to see Hollow Hound. I don't want a totem. I would like to play ETC at some point. even though I don't have Ulthok, it can be kind of hard to spend your mana perfectly when you're playing reactive cards. So I do still think ETC could be good. That card is annoying. I can kill that with Defiled Drain Soul. Leaves me with 6 mana. I guess I'm pausicking. Can also Gigafin, but I feel like this is just gonna pop back out and heal for another 5.
What is taking so long?
Do I want to life tap? Maybe. I do have a Symphony. Let's go ahead and life tap.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Get overdrawn, idiot. Another Death Strike. Okay, Hellfire is quite good. Let's go ahead and play ETC here. It can't really go too wrong when I have Fellstring Harps. I don't think it's very likely to deal damage to my opponent this game, but there's not much of a downside.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me! This may just be my best shot yet!
I do love a weapon. Might just play that alongside Dark Hondrathyr here.
I'm not getting any younger.
Let's blow the roof off of this place!
See what this can do for... Oh. Love Firelands Portal. Hellfire. I cast Urchin Spine, so I really don't want to play Hellfire here. Oh, Hellfire is a fire spell for this, by the way. Kind of cute.
I must hasten.
I don't really want to play Dark Hondrathyr, to be honest. I don't know. I kind of ran out of time to think. It might have been good to send Thori Balor into the instrument case, and then try to find a weapon to sink some mana into. It just sucks that Soul Stealer's so good here.
I'm almost out of cards.
Murgle. Not an insane Gigafin, but it is 11 power in play. I do think I'm probably just going to run out of damage unless somehow my opponent has to eat the ETC thing. Okay, maybe they're eating 4 here.
Stole all my cards.
Well, I think we're definitely playing this. Buff is probably the best. Deals 6 to all. Really, really bad selection, honestly.
I must hasten.
Alright, push some damage. I do have 11 from no board. And I can actually draw another movement that does another 6. My opponent's actually just somehow in danger here.
Stole all my cards.
Yep. That is 5 mana that's not dealing with my board, though. I guess they just deal with my board for 2 mana, though. Alright, well, this sucks. Oops, I was supposed to play Defile first. I mean, there's a world where they just can't spend their mana properly here. It's worth pointing out that if Patchwork just hadn't hit Ulthok, I would have won this game super easily. And if they didn't have the ETC into Steam Cleaner.
The citadel stands strong.
Can they spend 1 mana? Oh, okay. only play here.
I am only mortal.
Armor! Armor! Lightly used armor!
If I let this blow up, I think my opponent might get an achievement, so I'll allow it. Darn. The win rate kind of collapsed there at the end. I do think this deck could probably be improved by playing undead shit. 2 slimes. Boom, boom. Is that it? Is it just a 5-card package? There's also like Shallow Grave. What's the other thing? This thing. But those aren't as important. The Abyssal Enforcers kind of sucked. And then, like, they don't normally play Fellstring Harp, although it seems kind of good. But, I don't know. I could cut it. And then I probably want to cut something expensive. Probably Prison. God, the deck just looks so much more boring when we add Slime, though, doesn't it? Cut Gigafin, keep Prison. Probably wrong, but whatever. I need to win 5 games to recover my win rate. Probably not going to play 5 more, but maybe. Actually, I'll be back in just one moment. I'm back. We did add a new scam card to the deck, so it probably should increase our win rate.
Tamsin versus the Lich King.
I've been seeing all the Death Knights pretty evenly.
Clear the stage.
I did just have a bit of a heartbreaker against Blood Death Knight, but if they hadn't patchworked my Ulthok, I think it would have gone a lot better for me. Alright, got my blood run back. I was not playing undead stuff last game. The undead stuff is probably pretty good.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
What? Point Astalor. Is that a real play? Well, Pazik into Slime is super good.
Here for the tour.
Alright, got my 4, my 5, and my 6. Although Slime could change that, depending on what happens with Flesh Behemoth. Do I want to tap? Whatever, I can make the decision next turn. I think Amorphous Slime discarding Flesh Behemoth is the best outcome for me. If it discards Thaddeus directly, then it's a lot easier for them to just, like, 2/2 plus hero power into Slime and then have Asphyxiate or something. So I don't think I want to tap into a bigger undead. Now this turn I can tap after playing it.
I'm not getting any younger. Your tour ends here. Too quiet.
Make this require some effort, I guess. I don't think there's much reason to tap this turn. Alright, they're not killing the slime. That is very reasonable. But that does mean they leave me with a great Dirge of Despair target. Is it tap time yet? Yeah, looks like I might need a play for next turn. It's a hell of a play. Sure. I mean, they don't want to pop my death rattles because they're scary, but they do push 10 damage per turn, so I'm kind of okay with that. Sure. You're eating another 11, it appears. Do I want to Drain Soul that? Nah.
Let's blow the roof off of this place.
So they can't really play Soul Stealer here because I get 2 Flesh Behemoths and a Mal'Ganis. And a weapon in my hand. There's still 1 turn off of being able to have, like, Starfish Corpse Explosion.
For a master tactician,
Oh, wow.
this is nothing.
Kind of scary, actually. I need 10 damage. Can Hellfire and get a weapon, but the weapon would have to be 6 mana, deal 7, which probably doesn't really exist.
What is taking so long?
I guess I'm gonna have to trade here. How sad.
What is taking so long?
Wait a second. No. This pulls Flesh Behemoth. It doesn't pull Dark Underthier.
I must hasten. Your tour ends here.
Let's blow the roof off of this place.
I'm quite happy to see that overdraw.
Armies of bone.
Ooh, look at my O3s blocking the taunts from being summoned. Obviously the reason I play that. So I can go Ooze into the 8/8. I play Hellfire, the opponent's at 12, and my board pushes more than 12. Insane imbued axe. Alright, well. Adding the slimes definitely made the deck stronger. I don't know that that was necessarily as interesting as the first 20 games I played. But we got them.
Thompson versus Scabs.
My mission is too important.
Clear the stage!
A bit stinky here. I think I am 1-0 against Rogue. No, I'm 1-2 against Rogue. I actually just made that up.
You here for the tour?
Wow, we got both of the scam cards, huh? But I don't have an undead or a demon. But that's what Life Tap is for. Hey, there's a card with which to scam, and there's another. Okay, we got ourselves an aggro deck. They don't know that I don't have a demon. And this plus Drain Soul can stop them from drawing cards. Still have 2 draws to find a demon here.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
That's the wrong kind of scam card. I did cut a couple of my demons, so I only have 4 in the deck that Void Caller can pull, including a second Void Caller. That's probably pretty unlikely to be good, but if it hits like, I don't know, maybe Worgen Roadie would be sick for them. Insane draw. They did see I was drawing a demon off Plagiarizer. Might have been correct for them to kill Void Caller with that knowledge. Because I'm playing a pretty standard demon package. So if you see that one of them is not in my hand, maybe it's a good turn to try to avoid the scam.
I'm only more deadly.
Blood and plunder. Blood and plunder.
I healed a 30 here, right? What a silly swing turn. Hellfire's a great card. Might be a Symphony turn, though. Deal 6 to everything is not particularly good. Oh wait, I can just Hellfire plus Astalor to kill this. We'll do that.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Ah, feels nice to be at 30.
Sing along. You know the words.
Trust the pirate's code.
Suddenly, we're just looking at killing the opponent pretty soon. Maybe we can Symphony for a buff here. Could also try to ETC. But I think Symphony is pretty good. 6/6 buff and deal 6. These are probably the 3 best, but I think Gluttony is going to be the way to go.
Your tour ends here.
Alright, opponent is at 2. So that means I can draw into Hellfire, 2 of the movements, basically Ulthok, double Dirge, maybe Prison, and then like probably Finley. So I have a lot of lethal draws. Maybe even like Drain Soul with Worgen Roadie. They stole Ozzik and Flesh Behemoth. Why didn't they steal my giant lifesteal minion? Wasn't that pretty good for them when they're at 2? Well, wouldn't have mattered. You know, over these last 2 games, I've found myself thinking maybe Amorphous Slime is a pretty strong card. Anyone else get that impression?
Thompson versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Clear the stage.
Could keep the Worgen Roadie, but I'd rather find Pozic, Void Caller, or Amorphous Slime. Or Tour Guide. Well, at least I found the Demon and the Undead to go with the cheat cards. There's nothing sadder than having Void Caller on 4 or Slime on 5, but not having something to go with it.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Your tour ends.
As much as I want to tap for the scam cards, I just don't want to take damage. And I do have Pozic already, which is kind of a scam card. Hey.
Your tour ends here.
Ulthok is really dangerous against Jackpot.
Let's muddy the water.
Oh. Krakatoa. I mean, that is scary. Yeah, I mean, my opponent's just showing 12 fucking damage. I think Flesh Behemoth was the better discard here.
Let us dance the night away.
What? But you could have made 2 3/5s.
Hey, you. Install these for me, won't you?
I've been so close to having good Defiles for the last couple of turns. Well, that's not a card I wanted to see.
For all I've given, I'm due my reward.
did get eviscerated by a rogue today. Looks like that's probably not going to happen here, though. Alright, strong breakdance, but I do still heal 6. What a garbage hand. Holy shit.
Let's blow the roof off of this place.
Feel free to make more concoctions. Love 2-mana cards that win the game if they don't die instantly. Defile is so close.
I'm not getting any younger. The last of me.
Oh, rogue. With your turn 4 2-mana or 2/2 that summons a Krakatoa. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it there. I definitely think adding the undead stuff was an improvement to the list.